Hello, this is Clinton Power from Clinton Power and Associates, and I'm very excited today to be introducing and speaking with Lidia Smirnov, who is my new associate. Hello, Lidia. How are you?
Good. How are you, Clinton? It's good to be with you.
I'm great, thank you. And I wanted to really take this opportunity to really introduce you to through my blog to my followers and to maybe people that are interested in finding out a little bit more about you. And I'm particularly excited that you're joining as an associate with Clinton Power Associates because you and I have a very similar philosophy when it comes to couples therapy, and we can talk a little bit about that today. But maybe to begin with, can you let us know, how did you become interested in working with couples and relationship issues?
Well, I guess my interest in couple and relationship really stemmed from my own personal experience. I am a part of a couple. I've been in my current relationship for 15 years. And during this time, we have sought the assistance of a relationship counsellor on various occasions. And each time she was able to work with us to better understand ourselves and our interactions with one another. And through it all, we also picked up a lot of very important tools that we even use to today.
And so let's talk a little bit about your philosophy of couples and relationship counselling. What kind of underpins the way you approach with working with relationship issues?
Well, I guess my approach, before I get to my approach, I like to talk about perhaps how I view myself when I'm sitting across from a couple. What is my role as a therapist? Because so often I see couples come into therapy with this real sort of sense of, can I really, truthfully share with my partner what is going on deep inside of me without there being a consequence? So I guess as a therapist, I see myself as a facilitator and a guide on their journey, really, journey of understanding themselves, as well as deepening their relationship and their understanding of one another. So my approach is very much based around mindfulness. I work a lot with what is happening in the room, the here and now, the moment-to-moment interactions between the couples. And through it all, I think not only do I get a better understanding of the couple that I'm working with, but they themselves get a better understanding of who they are and what are their triggers. And part of that is about learning, our arousal system and who we become when we're faced with perceived threats. And, I recently heard a therapist say, when we're triggered, we're really not fit for human consumption. So, which I find to be quite true. The John Gottman has this saying that every relationship is a cross-cultural experience. There are two perspectives and two realities, and it's these that makes a difference. So I really, really, truly believe when we understand ourselves and who we are in relationship to our partner and who they are when they're in relationship with us.
Many people don't know that there's many counsellors and therapists out there that actually have no specific training in couples therapy. And my belief has always been that couples therapy is highly specialised, and you do need very specific training to be a couples therapist. It's completely different from doing individual counselling. So that's why, I think you and I are very aligned in that way, and I'm very pleased you're joining us because I know that the people that work with you, are really going to benefit from that. And one of the things I believe is that capturing stuff right there in the room, in the here and now, is one of the most effective ways to work with couples, because to come in and just talk about problems but not actually do anything different doesn't really bring about long-term change. What do you think about that?
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with you, because so often we go into an automatic reactive pattern.
Yeah.
And it's really, really hard then to pull ourselves outside of that and to look at what is actually happening.
Yes.
Because we get into this fight and flight mode, if I can sort of use that technical term.
Exactly.
And we start to look at each other as the problem and the threat. Whereas really what is missing is that link, that bridge to gap that to sort of bridge that difference, I guess, is what I meant to say.
What are some of the most common couples issues that you're working with or you're dealing with?
I see a lot of couples coming in and really sort of struggling with connection. I see couples coming in complaining around complaints, around not being relevant, not being heard, not being appreciated, and there appeared to be quite a breakdown in their communication and in their relationship in general. And as a result of that, there tend to be a lot of hostility, and they see one another as the problem. It's almost as if to say, if he or she is fixed, then everything will be fine. Often I get also couples questioning themselves, who is this person that I find myself waking up next to every morning? Where is the person I fell in love with? So there's a lot of sort of angst I see people faced with when they come in. And of course, on top of that, there is children, if you have children, how to raise our children, how to discipline the children. And there tend to be quite different points of views when it comes to that. But somewhere along the line, that conversation in itself has broken down as well, because there are loggerheads, opposite sides. And also there's finance, and the big one is betrayal, because I really believe a relationship cannot survive, let alone thrive long term, if the foundation on which it's sitting on, which is trust, and if that is eroded away or even taken away. So that is what I find quite a bit when I work with couples.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, for anyone who's watching this, if you would like to contact Lidia, she does offer a free 10-minute consultation, and you can easily book that through one of the contact forms on our website at clintonpower.com.au, or if you'd like to, you can also do that with our online scheduling system at clintonpower.com.au. So welcome again, Lidia, and thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been great.
Bye for now.
Bye for now.